going on, guys? It's been about a week since I got the Manix in from River's Edge. Been using it at work. I put a mirrored edge on it. Now it has been used and there's been scratches. I actually did a quick cleanup with magic eraser and a lot of that stuff. I don't know if y'all saw pictures of it before, but my gosh, this is a really nice work knife. Super smooth, easy to grab, deploy with one hand. And I think the way that ergonomics is, it's not too small. Like even if you have thick gloves, with the way the hole is, it's gonna be easy to even use with that. So I really think it's a hard use knife. A little thinner than for example, the Shaman. I like the handle of the Shaman a little more. This is a little bit more squared off. Very grippy with their G10 with Spyderco. There's a lot of jimping. You got some up top, got some on the blade, and you got some down here too. I think it's a little aggressive, and when I was doing some really hard cutting like wood, which isn't really necessary with a knife, I can kind of start to fatigue my hand. But natural grip, you can even choke up a bit, but I normally just use this grip. It gave me a lot of leverage to cut with. 204P steel. When I first had it, it was hair whittling sharp. I can feel a couple of nicks there, but you got to realize I was cutting cardboard, which has a lot of abrasives in it, and it'll wear down a blade pretty well. But a whole week of more than regular use of cutting cardboard and still having a working edge, that's phenomenal. I got to give kudos to Spyderco for their steel. I mean, they might make a lot of different models and sprints, but they do treat their steels well. They give you a lot of variety, and they did this one well. This is the first time I've used their 204P, which is pretty similar to M30, M390, and 20CV chemically. But this is a really good working steel, and the coating held up super well. I've got a couple of scratches from hard things I hit. I could probably clean it up more, but I just did a quick one under the sink with a magic eraser. I just have good things to say about this knife. As far as my use, this would be pretty good for cardboard, cutting down stuff at the warehouse. The tip, really good for utility cuts. Like how far I can get down, how much control I can get. So really happy with that. And mirror edge, like I said, it's been scratched because I've been cutting a lot of stuff, but I can feel a little scratches, but it still has enough working edge. I mean, this will last you a month or more of regular use. Thank you, Mike. Thank you, River's Edge. Thank you, Spyderco, for making a really awesome knife. I know whether you're keeping it as a collector, gonna use it, what have you, this is a really nice piece. You see mine came dead centered. Very small amount of play, but super smooth. And my buddy Cameron, this is the old one, but this is the old, I don't know what it's called, to be honest with you, but he gave me an aluminum one, and it does make a difference. It's a lot more solid because it's not flexing like plastic is, and man, it just makes this thing feel even better. I don't really accessorize my knives, but I know they make a lot of stuff, new scales, new screws, etc., new clip. But ideally, this is going to be a user. It functions as a user. It's not going to wear out too much, and like I said, I'm pretty happy with the steel. Last thing I might do is just strop it a bit and see how much smoother it gets. And another thing, the factory angle on this, because I follow the factory lines other than reprofiling a bit at the heel and tip, 15.6 degrees per side. Well, roughly, because I know they could be differing it from one side to the other, but that's what this was set at, was 15.6. And you got to realize that's a thin blade. It's a thin stock, thin angled apex, but even with cutting pretty abrasive stuff, the steel held up fine. So the strength of this thing is more than enough for daily use. Even with people thinking mirror edges are weaker, they're not. They just scratch more. Some steels do a lot better with that higher polished steel because it still keeps the toothiness. This is just 1 micron on leather. Scott Gunn's Gunny Juice. That's all I use, guys. Really good stuff. And I'll see if it makes. I don't think you could tell the difference here, but I'll be able to feel it. Yeah. you can just drop this at the end of the week and you're fine. That's all you got to do. Anyway, let me know what you guys think. What do you want to talk about the knife? Otherwise, really awesome. Thank you.